Okay, hello everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. It is recorded. Today is 28th of April 2024. It is around 9:16 p.m. in the evening. So let's take a look on the item that will be coming up next week. Okay, so next week is going to be, as you can see, is going to be a quite busy week. Okay, so it's already started from Monday. Normally some of the calendar, some of the week, right? Monday don't have anything, right? So, but anyway, we'll start something on Monday, right? Then market will start to accelerate further. I mean, especially on the Wednesday night, right? Which is Fed fund rate and of course, another more important one is a press conference. Okay, so this is going to be the major item for next week. Okay, we have been talking about this since last week, right? We've been talking about that. Okay, this is gonna be a major one, right? So we have a FOMC rate. Okay, and let's continue a little bit more. We also have, of course, non-farm payroll by end of the week. So we'll be having a non-farm payroll as well. So on Friday, non-farm payroll, and on Thursday we have an unemployment rate. So it's going to be quite a big, all big items, especially for next week. And non-farm payroll, of course, we will be trading live. Last month was a quick one, right? Then yeah, we shall be trading live as well. So let's try our luck and do our best. And let's talk about the FOMC this time around. Okay, market is already expected they are not going to raise, they're not going to cut rate. Sorry, they're not going to cut rate at all. So when I look at the Fed Fund 2, right? So they are already expecting they're gonna hold the rate steady, which is around 5.25, this kind of region. All right. So you can see that if we look forward, yeah, you can see like this now is May. We look in June, all right. June, the higher percentages stay like they're going to hold it. And July also will be the same. All right. July also will be the same. And only on September, the percentage climb up almost quite higher to be on the down cut rate kind of condition. So what I'm trying to say here is that the market is expecting to cut the rate only on September. All right, September, we got one. Let's see on November. All right, let's see on November. It's going to be like holding, right? So let's see on December. Okay, December also around the same. So from just having a quick look on the whole rest of the year, right? You can see that they are expecting at least one rate cut. Okay, so I think this is what the market will likely do. Federal Reserve are likely to do. All right, because I believe and I think they're going to cut rate, and at least they're going to cut one. Okay, because please remember we have we have an election on the end of the year, right? So I'm quite sure they're gonna do everything in their power. All right, I'm quite sure they have everything in their power to not to shake the boat until or before the election. So there's some political agenda in play right here. All right. Of course, we can say Federal Reserve is independent, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But of course, there's some bias on it, right? And if you read up a little bit more, if you notice a lot of Federal Reserve economics in it, all those people, most of them are Democrat actually. So I don't think they will really try to do something funny, or they won't let the market to have a big move before the election, in my opinion. All right, so I'm sure they're gonna cut once. So we need to check out what the the poll will be speaking on this Wednesday. So the whole market, okay, just keep that in mind. The whole market is waiting for these guys. So whatever happened on Monday, whatever happened on Tuesday, whatever happened on Wednesday, don't take it so seriously. Okay, there can be anything can really reverse on that particular night. Okay, so please be careful. And I don't really think the Federal Reserve will be very hawkish, because if they say that I'm not going to cut rate, or I want to hold the rate or whatever, if they sound hawkish, it will give them it will give a market that they have overreacted on the overreacted on the previous promises, and I think it can have a very big pullback on the market. Okay, so I don't really think they want that. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I think they will play around with the cutting the rate maybe later this year, this kind of stuff. So like cheerleading, like in a way. So this is what I'm expecting. Okay, so please watch out for this news. Okay, and let's talk about the flow. Okay, we have we have a not the very strong significant drop. All right. I mean, week over week, yes, it's a bit of drop, but we are still can consider we are still in the very big range bound kind of flow, in my opinion. So you can see the market is kind of like it's very normal to bounce around here, in my opinion. All right. So what I think the next week gonna be is that I think the market will likely to drift around. It's mostly in the sideways manners. So this is what I'm expecting. Okay, so this on the stock market is related. So I think the flow are dropping. Yes, it is dropping. But I don't really think they will be, go all the way, lead the market to all the way down immediately, in my opinion. They will be trying their best to behave until to the end of the year. Okay, please keep that in mind. So I think we are likely to have a very long like 3 to 6 month big range bound likely, in my opinion. Okay, after that Biden is being re-elected or whatever, after that, nobody care about the market anymore. All right, because it's already re-elected, right? So I think before that, they are trying their best not to crash the market. Okay, so this is all my take. So let's start with the individual pair, gentlemen. Okay, before I go through, you can see that we have this is a weekly time frame. You can see that what are the major items that really move in the coming week. All right, what are the major items that really move in the coming week? You can see like US dollar JPY is really climbing. I mean, not only US dollar JPY, all the JPY pairs are more or less climbing. All right, and Bitcoin is kind of going sideways, but not so bearish. And of course, all the commodities are rising. All right, especially the hard commodity like wheat la, corn la, soybean la, And of course, another is our darling. Our Hong Kong index is also rising pretty nicely. Okay, so these are the last week sort of like glance. So now let's take a look on the individual pairs. All right. All right, British pound, US dollars. Okay, what is happening to British pound, US dollar is that they kind of like go a little bit lower. All right, they kind of go a little bit lower. All right, then they manage to stay above this whole month control. You see, this whole month, they are doing something like this. This is this whole month what they have been doing. We are almost near to the end of the month, and we can see that the market is almost end like a doji, right? You can see if we look into the doji, like a monthly candle, it's almost like a doji in the making. So you can see we have on the top, we have kind of like a resistance, and also we have a bottom, we have a kind of like a resistance support here. So I think market is really trying to find the footing, in my opinion. I think for now, they might be really going to this kind of manners, in my opinion. So you can already see here, there's some so-called write-up that I put up here. Okay, I will be super bullish until this, super bullish only after this level is having broken up. Okay, you can see here, these are the very strong congested level. So I want the market to really start to break above this level. Okay, so I am like neutral at the moment, or I'm kind of neutral at the moment. So let's see how it's going. Okay, the only reason I'm not so bullish is that you can see from our market composition, you can see our number, all right, non-commercial number is, you see, minus 26. So it's totally way out of like normality here. So I will be just watching it closely. I won't be so eagerly bullish. Let's see how. So I'm neutral on this. No buy, no recommendation here yet. Okay, let's continue to Euro USD. Euro USD also quite similar. Euro USD also quite similar. You can see markets really try to break up, but they start to see some weakness already. But nonetheless, Euro USD also quite similar. They have a very good support that forming around here also. So I'm neutral or slightly bearish only. I think it can range around 1.065, this kind of stuff. Okay, for British pound USD, US the resistance 1.254, 1.265 important, 1.27 and 1.28. For British pound US dollar support 1.242, 1.234, 1.23 and 1.218. Okay. And for this Euro USD resistance 1.075, 1.080 and 1.086. Support 1.065, 1.060 and 1.059. Okay. Okay, let's move on a little bit. Okay, so these are like a neutral, this kind of thing. I am not really so bullish nor bearish. Okay, let's wait for a while. Aussie is slightly different per se. Aussie is, you can see them, they have been really managed to try to break this level. And I can see that this is a very good stop hunt. You can see here, you can see they have a very good stop hunt. So among all of them, I would say, of course, Aussie the first, New Zealand is the second, in my opinion. they are quite bullish actually. I think they were likely to go to here, at least to here first. So if you want to short, definitely out of the question. All right, I think we're likely to go to 0.60, this kind of region, 66 level, this kind of region, in my opinion. So my suggestion for next week, do not short until we have strong reason for it to short, this kind of let the market come here and then see how it goes from there. Okay, so I kind of have a feeling that market will likely to drift to the upside in my opinion. Okay, so Aussie is definitely not a good shot at all. Okay, so don't short Aussie at this moment. All right, so next one is New Zealand. Okay, New Zealand also quite similar. All right, you can see that they are really trying to break up this monthly control region. So I think there's some bullishness in it, in my opinion. All right. So I also don't really would suggest you to short this fella as well. I think this is confusing. Okay, we talk about how the market go later, but likely they will go here first. Okay. So hang on. Okay. So Aussie and New Zealand, I don't think it's so important. I mean, so good to short at the moment. Okay, I would prefer especially Aussie. I already show you why so already. So I think Aussie will be the first, a bit of like a leader in my opinion. So among these four, all right, I will be KIV on the Aussie on the potential on the upside. So we got one KIV already, yeah. So resistance for New Zealand 0.598, 0.6 important level, and 0.605. Support 0.592, 0.588, and 0.585. Okay, next up, gold. Okay, gold is kind of like starting to show some minor weakness. All right, minor weakness. So I will not be trading or looking for very bullishness in the coming week, in my opinion. I think gold is likely to likely to pull back, in my opinion. As you can see from our market composition, they are kind of a bit extreme. So, like a gold is like a due for a minor pullback, in my opinion. All right, so I think gold just leave it for a while. Instead of like you want to buy now, maybe you can buy in later at the lower price. But my suggestion is, if you want to short gold, you need to be very fast, because they are just going down for a like a to pull back only, not the downtrend. Okay, so I think gold stay in the uptrend, in my opinion. You can see they have been ranging around this non-commercial and see you can see they have been ranging around like 190, 199 for quite a while. Then they really break out to become 200 plus. So they were somewhere around, they got time to 2053, whatever, but most of the time they're hanging around 200 plus. Sorry, 100 plus, right? Then they come to that 200. So the trend is stay pretty much on the upside. So I think what they might do is that, since it is they are comfortably around 200, maybe they will go a little bit lower, and until they go to, for example, like 18 something or something like that, 185K or something like that, then they will start to push back up again. Okay, so I'm waiting for gold to a little bit of pullback rather. Okay, don't short. I would like to say don't short. Wait it out will be the good words, in my opinion. All right, so resistance 2350, 2387, and 2400. Support 2265, 2229, and 2200, and 2150. Okay, just keep it in mind, guys. I don't really like to make a very big prediction, so-called, for this Sunday yet, because you can see the whole world is waiting for this. Okay, so I think as our date get near to this event, I think we may have a clearer picture, in my opinion. All right, so this on the based on the goal, I'm neutral. Okay, not really strongly bullish nor bearish. Okay, let's move on. Silver, you can see there's some lag on the loading the chart. All right, silver also quite similar to gold. I think market is a bit too overstretched, a little bit on the upper side, due for a pullback as a retracement. So I think wait and buy will be the very good choice, in my opinion. All right, so if the market ever come back, come back to this region, is a very good buying opportunity. I don't think it will come back to that extent, but I mean, likely they will come here, $26, this kind of range. So I think this is what the market will likely to do. Okay, so just wait and buy will be the better choice as well. So I'm neutral at the moment. Resistance 28.36, 28.9, and 29.5. Support 26.7, 25.5, and 24.75. Okay, then let's go to US dollar Canadian. Okay, so far we only got one KIV only, all right? It will make the US dollar Canadian to go down a lot lower. That's why I'm not hurry into buying this US dollar Canadian at all. I think the market will likely to go lower to this region first. 1.36, this kind of region. I think this will likely to happen, in my opinion. And look at the retail traders, right? They are also minus 72. So I think they have a bit more room for them to go down, in my opinion. All right. So I think the market will likely to drop further. So this will be my first recommendation for today. Okay, so I'm bearish on the US dollar Canadian, and I'm expecting market to go a lot lower. All right, so we have one recommendation and one KIV ready. Resistance 1.372, 1.377, and 1.38. Support 1.361, 1.36, and 1.349. Okay. Another one is US dollar CHF. Okay, US dollar CHF and US dollar JPYs are quite similar. All right, somehow they are, because of their those risk item at the back. I think the market will likely to go US dollar JPY and both US dollar CHF likely to go up higher. All right, you can see that you can see the non-commercial MC for this matters. The market also, the number is really growing. You see they were plus 17, plus 31. Now they're plus 42, right? So I think the market will very likely to go up higher, causing this guy to go down lower, in my opinion. So if you want to sell on them, I don't think it's a right one. All right. So this one can go higher first, in my opinion. So this will be my second KIV for this week. So if you want to sell US dollar pairs, you can look for US dollar Canadian. Okay. If you want to buy US dollar pair, you can look for US dollar CHF. Okay. So I got one US dollar Canadian potential short on the recommendation, and I got two KIV, which is Aussie long and US dollar CHF long. Okay, you can see another one is US dollar JPY. If you look back, we have been bullish on US dollar JPY for the past few weeks. You know already lah. I don't know what to say also already. Okay, so this is really bullish. I think market will likely to go up higher. You can look at the non-commercial as well. You can see the numbers are really, really climbing. Of course, the dangers are there, right? Anytime can pull back, but so far I don't really have we don't have any big so-called data to prove that market is about to reverse rather. So I'm still bullish on US dollar JPY. I think market will likely to pull up higher, in my opinion. Okay, technical aside. Okay, let me see what is happening to JPY pair. Okay, so you can, because of all the debts that JPY is suffering, right? They end up buying their own bond, and they also other people. I mean, they have a lot of bond being issued already. So either they own their own bond, or other people own their bond, right? So because of that, right, Japanese yen is value is dropping. All right, the price, the value of the Japanese yen is dropping. So what can they do? So in order for them to in order for them to prevent their own money from dropping, what they can do, they can buy back their own money, right? So that means whoever sell they buy, So it's become like a stopping level, right? Anything from that level, whoever want to sell, I buy. You got what I mean? So in order to have this kind of power, in order for you to buy your own money, right? What do you need? Because the seller will come and give you their currency. Seller will come and give you Japanese yen. So in return, you have to give them back something that they want, right? So most of the time they will want US dollars, right? So the problem is that Japan has a lot of US dollars, but in the form of treasury. So if they want to really save, if they really want to save the Japanese yen, they need to go to the market to sell the treasury, and they need to go and exchange with the Japanese yen. Okay, so what will happen is, in the first one, the moment they start dumping the treasury, there will be a big drop in the US dollars. Okay, so I am quite clear US don't want to happen. I'm quite clear US do not want Japanese central bank to go to sell their holding of US treasury. So I think Japanese the central bank is really under the pressure. That at one hand the Japanese yen is falling free fall. They can intervene, but I don't think it will last, right? Just intervene on it, because in order for it to fundamentally change the direction, they really need to do very big drastically. They really need to do very big thing. So the moment they stop offloading the US treasury, I think that will be a bigger problem. Okay. So meanwhile, I don't see any solution on site. All right. So I think Japanese yen will keep on losing their value. So causing the XXS JPY to go up even higher. Okay. So I mean there might be a pullback along the way, but I think this is the direction that we are talking about. Okay. So US dollar JPY in general is bullish. Okay. Another one is US market. Okay, US market, I kind of think that just very similar to like British pound and stuff like that. I think the market would like to drift a little bit higher first. I think they would likely to go to 37.38.7, this kind of stuff. So don't sell. I think the market will likely to go up first. If you want to sell, you need to wait. Okay. I think 39.2, this kind of level will be a very good level that you can look for potential sell. Okay, so don't sell at the moment. I think market have to pull back up first, in my opinion. So I'm slightly bullish. If you want to sell, please wait. All right, so resistance 38.5, 39, 39.2, 39.8. Support 37.9, 37, 36.5. Okay, so next FOMC, I do not think Federal Reserve is, I don't think they will play punk. Okay, they will still go back to the, oh, inflation is okay, it's kind of like not bad. They will say, then they say, we are still talking about like cutting the rate. He will talk about cutting the rate again. So I think next week we're likely to, I think the play with the so-called drift. Play the same story again. So I think it will cause the market to go up higher, in my opinion. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, let's take a look. And hang on. All right, let's take a look. Thank you, Darren. Okay, then another one is Hong Kong. Hong Kong is our darling, darling, big darling. Big darling. Make me quite a decent amount of money last week. Okay, so from the technical point of view, you can see that they have really managed to flush above already. So we are really on the autopilot mode already, guys. So Hong Kong stock market, we are very, very clear that either buy or wait and buy only. Forget about sell for that time being. Okay, so you want to go and follow with the buy stop, up to you. Okay, but you can see that the market have already built the support level already. So I think either they will go this way, number one, or they'll go number two. I don't really think they will go number three. All right, so let's see. All right, so if any pullback is take it as giving you a discount like that. All right, so Hong Kong is very bullish. I will keep on looking for another buy session again. Remember, for this period, right, for the past, I would say past 2 or 1.5 months, right, we have 4 positions in total. All right, I don't know, sorry, 5 positions in total, if I'm not wrong. Okay, 3 positions is a winner. That one I'm very sure. All right, 2, I think one of them is close at the break even, and one position we lost. But in the net, I think we make a very good, decent amount of money. All right, so I think I would like to keep that way, and I will look for another buying opportunity over and over again. So Hong Kong is our saving account for 2024. Okay, so buy slowly, go in, do it in your favor. Add position, do it in your favor. Move stop loss to break even. This kind of risk management stuff. But look for the buy side only. Okay, if any changes, I will let you know for sure. All right. So Hong Kong is our darling at this moment. So resistance 17.6, 18, 18.3. Support 17, 16.6, and 16.1. Okay. Another one is DEX. Okay, just to off topic a little bit. I am expecting stock market is going to crash sometime soon. Okay, don't alarm first, but may not be until the end of the year. So I think they're gonna drag the swing for the rest of the year. All right, so you have to be very careful. So it's coming back. Just relax first. Okay, no hurry at all. So German index, you can see also is also quite similar to Dow Jones. All right, I will be expecting they can go to 18.4 first. So resistance 18.25, 18.4, 18.5. Support 17.9, 17.7, and 17.6. Okay, and another one is crude oil. Crude oil, we have a good run to the upside a little bit. Okay, you can see that the crude oil is like they go to 290. The non-commercial are still quite elevated actually. You see, these are the level they are okay around 230, 270, right? So of course this is 300, 290, but you see we are also now 290. So I think market is quite elevated, likely to retest to this 68 and $68 region, in my opinion. Crude oil also slightly bullish in my opinion. All right. Don't sell in my opinion. All right. So let's continue. Now let's continue. So wheat. Okay, wheat lah, corn lah, soybean lah, you know lah. Last week we have a very good run as well. So already TP our wheat position. All right. So I think they're gonna continue to the very similar faction in my opinion. So put it this way, commodity are making a very good run, especially those grain all this kind of stuff. Not much of the gold and silver type of commodity. Those, those grain this kind of stuff in my opinion. So I think the market will likely to drift a little bit higher. All right. So now they have a bit of pullback. You can see on Friday, pin bar, this kind of stuff. So what do? We wait. I will likely to wait around this kind of region. Okay, this kind of region for a potential buy. 600. All right. So I will wait and buy. Guys, do me a favor. If the wheat go back to 600, let me know. Okay. I will be watching on it. So resistance 630, 635, 649. Support 600, 596, 576, and 545. Okay. Soybean, all those them are almost all of them are the same. All right. So I will be waiting and buying that in my opinion. All right. So it's the same thing as well. Corn also same. Okay. Corn also same. All right. I think it will likely to drift lower, then go back up again. So anyway, this is already happened already, right? So let me take this away. So corn will likely to happen this manner. Just give me a minute. Similar thing as well, likely to come here, then they will likely to go to retest this, this very congested area, right? So corn also bullish. So just to get a quick recap, those hard commodities are still actually pretty much bullish actually. Okay, so it's just that maybe they have moved quite a lot last week, so they may due for a minor pullback. So these three of them, especially corn as a leader, I am quite bullish, and this will be my KIV for next week. So we have quite a lot of KIV next week, and let's see. All right, we will be looking actively for trade because next week is going to be I think it's volatile in my opinion. Okay, this guy you can, okay, this before we talk about crypto, of course I would like to talk about this guy. All right, you can see they are stay quite elevated per se. You can see this is a weekly time frame, so you can see they have been really going up actually. So I don't really see we have a very big bearish condition right now. All right, so at the moment they are really trying hard to break this level. So you can see here my arrow here. I think market can try very hard to break this level. All right, try very hard to break this level. But the moment they manage to break 70K, I think they will really go back up higher a lot again. Okay, so let's see how it's go. All right, I think this arrow is a little bit confusing because this consists of two parts, right? I think I will use something like this first. We don't talk the second part. I think market will like to drift into this manner first. Okay, so I'll be watching this 70K closely. So let's see how it's go. And I think the crypto have been moving up quite a lot recently, right? I mean, for the past 2-3 weeks, right? I think it's time for other commodity to shine, in my opinion. So that's why I'm not 100% so focused on crypto so much at this moment. All right. We can look for commodities such as grain lah. Grain is like wheat lah, corn lah. This kind of thing will rise higher. And also, of course, I think the crude oil also can rise higher, in my opinion. So crypto take a bit of backstage. So when will we become bearish on crypto? Okay, of course, we become more bearish on crypto only if this 61K level is being broken down. So we are pretty much trapped into this range, in my opinion. Okay, this on crypto. And net trick, it's mean small traders are really trying to sell it. I mean, I think they might do a one big flush, all right, before they got everybody flush out, then before the market will likely return back. So either way, either part one or part two, but the net will be up move, in my opinion. Of course, do I have a proof? Of course, we don't have a proof yet because market haven't go up yet, right? But I think this will likely the scenario. I mean, as a trader, you have to so-called forecast. You have to guess in advance that what might happen. So this is what I think so. Non-commercial are no longer selling, but the small trader are the one that's selling. So I think maybe by next week, we should see some bullish, weekly bullish candle. So until then, of course, no proof, right? So until then, I'm neutral. Okay, so I won't be selling, but I am expecting some bullish candle to show up soon. Okay, I hope you got my point. do I have a proof or not? I don't. All right. But sooner or later, I expect market to go back up higher. Okay, so let's see how it's go. So resistance 1.8, 1.89, 1.952, support 1.64, 1.59, and 1.57. So just have a less quick recap. Next week, first of all, next week we have FOMC meeting minutes. We are quite sure that they won't cut the rate, all right? But I think they will be talking, I think in the favor of cutting rate. I mean, they will sound a little bit dovish in my opinion, all right? So of course, we have to really read the line. So this is what's going to happen on the next Thursday, right? So anything before that, I think the market will be just waiting for the, this news to come out. So please be very careful. The market can go one direction before Wednesday night, and after Wednesday night it can go another direction. Okay, so please be careful. And in terms of I mean the recommendation, okay, I have one recommendation is potential US dollar Canadian on the downside. So I'm shorting on US dollar Canadian, I'm bullish on Canadian. That means I'm also bullishing on the crude oil, because Canadian and crude oil, they like to tend to move in line, right? So I'm expecting US dollar Canadian to drop. Okay, if you want to long US dollar US dollar pair, okay, I have a few KIV. I have a US dollar CHF long. I have a Aussie long, because in the name, because I'm expecting commodity to rise, I have a Aussie long, and I have all other commodities such as like grain, soy, corn on the KIV long also. So let me just a quick recap. I have two recommendations. First recommendation is US dollar CAD short. Second recommendation is of course Hong Kong to the long side. Okay, this two is a recommendation. I have 5 KIV. First KIV is Aussie long. Second KIV is a US dollar CHF long, and another 3 is the wheat and soy and corn long. Of course, you don't do all of them. The last 3, you can choose one of them. Okay, so just to have a quick recap again, I expect commodity to rise higher, and by end of next week, and especially I think this Federal Reserve will try to cheerlead the market, in my opinion. Right? I don't think it's their agenda to to crash the market. I mean now until to the end of the year. Okay. So Zoe is not around yet. I think he'll be coming back. He'll be coming back soon, because as you know, he's in Nepal right now. I need to check with him. Is he okay or not? Because he haven't update for us. I mean, he haven't post for quite a few days. I will let him know. I will check with him. He should be okay. All right. Then yeah, I will be around. So if anything, please message or please post it up in our Facebook group, in our Telegram group, and please do so. All right. So if I take any new trade, you know where to look for, right? So guys, thank you very much. This is recorded. I will upload this video as soon as possible. So yep, take your time. No rush. If any plan in advance, I will let you know. Okay, so of course, please do your due diligence and please do your analysis together as well. Okay, so have a great week ahead, guys. Thank you and good night. Bye for now. Thank you. Okay, bye, Cooper. Bye, Ben. All right, Ben, bye, Yo. Yeah, bye, Ben. Thank you very much. Bye, Darren. Bye, Freeman. I hope you have a good profit last week. When you see me, buy me a roti prata. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, Jason. Bye, Jess. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.